Okay, my name is Jutta Haramo, and I'm the CEO and founder of Stylewhile. And my agenda today here is to give you a brief introduction to Stylewhile and also tell a little bit about the background of the company and how it all began. So basically, this will be my story, my dream story to you, which I hope will be useful to you and also will be useful for me, as I will be taking the learnings from you later on after you've had your workshops. So here's the agenda. So I have a small, short introduction to myself and to the company. I also wanted to give you a clear reason why Stylewhile was founded. So there will be a description of the need, then the dream, which kind of got me started with Stylewhile, which I think is absolutely necessary in any company to be. So you need to be passionate and you need to be dreaming about something in order to proceed anywhere. Then from dream, there is always that moment of jump. You just need to try your wings and see if you can fly. And once you get there, there's always some room for change. I'm going to talk a few words about that too. Then also going through some of the learnings I've discovered or what I've learned throughout the process myself. And then just briefly telling you a little bit about the challenges we're currently facing. And I will also be showing you some parts of the iPad application we're currently developing, so you know what kind of challenges we're currently facing. So, what is Stylewhile? Stylewhile is an easy, intuitive way to try on clothes online on top of a model using your iPad. So we want to be the first company in the world to bring to the market a service where you can browse through any web store clothing offering, pick clothing of your choosing, and then see how it fits on top of a model of your chosen. Our company is founded 1 year ago, approximately 1 year ago. We are currently 3 employees, 2 full-time and 1 part-time. We released our alpha in November last year, and we also have funding from Lifeline Ventures, Tekes, and Finnish Foundation for Inventions. So the need, why Stylewhile exists, or why did we want to start Stylewhile in the first place? First of all, there needs to be a very big market, which we discovered is with the online clothing sales. So it's steadily increasing, and the estimates are that the US online clothing market alone will be approximately 26 billion in 2015. So it's a huge market, and yet there are not very good solutions how to buy and shop the right items online. We wanted to focus on the US market because we know people are very used to buying things online there. It's something we won't need to be teaching the US customers to do. The problem we see the end users are having is that web is full of beautiful clothes, but there is no way you can try them on. So we wanted to make it a bit easier for them. We also wanted to help the web stores, how their customers could make safer choices and be more sure about what they're going to buy. And we also wanted to activate the customers. So from being a passive user of online clothing store material, we could actually activate the users with our service, where we would be giving them a very active role. The dream with Stylewhile is that we want to build a service where you can try on clothes online. We wanted to somehow be able to use the images the online clothing stores provide. So there are a lot of different kind of services currently trying to tackle this very same problem, but we're the first one actually taking this approach. And actually we have a US patent pending for the Stylewhile approach, which is very unique in in the market at the moment. So we believe that with our solution, by picking the right clothing from the web store collection, we can actually help women in what I think is one of the biggest problems in everyday lives, what to wear. You have your closet full of clothes and yet you don't have anything to wear. You're going through the web stores and you see there are tons of beautiful clothes, but how do you know what would suit you, how would they work together, etc. So we wanted to be the one solving that problem. And also we knew that there needs to be a very clear, steady business model for our service. So that's why we focused on the affiliate business model where the customer doesn't pay for the use of the service. The web stores don't pay for the use of the service, but we get our cut every time someone purchases something from the web store through our service. So from that dream, this was like a very, very, very kind of concrete dream to me. But before actually taking that jump and founding the company and becoming an entrepreneur, I needed to go through these very difficult decisions. At that time, those seemed very difficult decisions, such as resigning from my previous job, which was business development director at Digital Chocolate. I also needed to find the right people. I have a sales background, business development background, but absolutely no programming skills or other skills which you would need in the technical development. Also needed to figure out funding. I knew that this would going to be a very costly project, so probably not something I could do on my own, so I needed to find the right people and the right support for the project. And then once everything was done from that perspective, I also needed to make sure that I can actually deliver what I said I will going to deliver, so and to launch a product. So this was all achieved more or less during last year, and then finally in November we were at the phase that we had a product ready and we launched, and I was very happy for 3 days or so, and then I started to see that the metrics were not there and the results were not that good, and I realized that okay, it's still a very, very long way to go before it's a really final good working product. And that time I had to make a very tough decision because we had been developing the service for desktop browsers, but we soon realized that okay, iPad market is a lot bigger. Most of the revenues on online clothing are coming through iPads, not through desktop browsers, and it seems that the trend is even more so in the future. So we made a decision to actually completely change the direction and redesign the whole product and focus on iPad platform only. So this happened in the beginning of November, right after we finally got where we wanted to go for almost a year. So we redid everything, also had to do some features, re-changing and set new target dates, and also find some new people and a lot of changes I'm sure you can imagine. But then finally, it's actually only after 3 months or so, we're almost at our new launch date, which will be at the end of the month when we'll be releasing the iPad version of our service. And you can see here in this presentation, so this is actually what we're doing. So we have images of clothing stores. There's a woman wearing a nice jacket, there's another woman wearing a nice blouse, and there's a third woman, or actually only her legs, and she's wearing a nice skirt. So in our service you can just tap with your finger and track the clothing items on top of the model to see what kind of combination it would do. And so now we're at the stage that soon we'll be releasing something again, and most probably there will be a lot of things not right and a lot of new iterations, etc. But it's exciting times for us again. So I guess this was my short Stylewhile story to you, and from there I could just show you some of the key learnings I've discovered along the way. So what I consider being the most crucial things for getting as far as we've got so far, which is still the very beginning, but it's something. So courage, the most important thing in my opinion, because the world is full of interesting ideas, and there's always someone who just grabs on those ideas and takes them forward, and that person can be anyone. You don't need to be a programmer in order to start a very technical company, or you can always find the right people if you just have the right attitude and you have the courage and you believe in yourself. And what I've also noticed is that if you're just willing to learn, there are always people who know so much better and who are willing to help you, so that has been a great thing to find out. And then one thing which really has helped me a lot is that I try to visualize and make my dreams concrete, so that I draw them or I write them down, and I think about them before I go to sleep, and somehow they seem to come more true and more realistic even to me, no matter how abstract dreams those would be. So I really believe in that. But yeah, as said, we're in the middle of all kinds of challenges at the moment. So some of the biggest ones are internalization. So how do we actually make our product fly in the US market? How do we market that? What kind of marketing strategy we should be having? And what features are the most important and most engaging for the user? And what kind of design we should have in order to support all this? We, of course, have our own thinking, but I would be more than happy to hear any other ideas you might have on these three topics. So that's what I'm very interested in hearing from as the outcome of the workshop. And then before I'm going to show you the service itself, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the launch. So we knew that we need to do some kind of launch event in Finland, and we don't have that much of, we don't have a well-known name yet or anything. So we decided to finding a partner who would be operating in the same field but from a different perspective in order to get some more publicity for our launch. So we asked Ivana Helsinki, which is a famous Finnish clothing designer, if they were interested in having their clothes available in our service, and they were more than happy to partner with us. So now we're organizing this kind of event together with Ivana Helsinki, where users can get familiar with our service, and at the same time they can try on Ivana Helsinki clothes in our service. So I think this was a true win-win for. Of course, it's yet to come, so I don't know how successful it will be, but we got a partner who has the network, who is reliable, and who has a good reputation, and we had the technology that supports also their business. So I think this was a really good way for us to kind of take the next step in building the PR. But so I'm now going to show you a little bit about the service on iPad, so you see how it actually works. And of course, you're welcome to have a look at it later after this presentation as well. So this is Stylewhile. So the idea is that users come to our service. They see clothes from different online stores. They can browse through the stores and find what kind of dresses there are, what kind of coats, and they have a selection of models here they can choose from. So depending on their body type, they can choose a different model. So for example, we have black model, different kind of body types for women. And you choose your model, then you browse through the clothes. You see that, okay, here's a nice looking shirt, and then you just take it with your finger. Or maybe you want to try this one instead. Or maybe I'll just try this one. And once I've found the one I like the most, I can see how it would look if I combined, let's say, this leather skirt together with that top. And maybe I wanted to complete my outfit with some jacket. And then maybe this would be the perfect outfit for whatever event I have coming, or brunch, or something else. So it all happens with the with one tapping of your finger. You track the clothes on top of the model, and then you can change your model depending on the body size and your hair color, your skin color, etc. Then if you want to remove the clothes, it's as easy as wearing the items. So this is the development version of the service. Now it still needs a lot of things in order to become concrete final product, and this is where I would be needing your help. How can we make this look better? What kind of features there should be in order to make it really captivating, something you want to keep on coming back every second day or every day for that matter? If you have any ideas of that, I'm extremely interested in hearing. Also, if you have new ideas for the design, the colors, all that, it's all very interesting to us at the moment, as those are exactly the kind of things we're trying to figure out now. Yes?
Where's the share button?
The share button is under development, so it will be there, but it's not yet on this version. But it's extremely good point. Definitely needs to be there. And for that also, there are, of course, various ways to do sharing. So if you have any ideas, what would be kind of more interactive or more interesting way to share than just a standard post on your Facebook wall or tweet it, then all ideas welcome.
And now, thank you with big hands.